Hey everyone, welcome to the pre-hack session for the holiday hacks. Let me give you a brief about holiday hacks. Holiday hacks is a student-focused 24-hour hackathon conducted by SS3C July, where our mission is to empower participants from various backgrounds and to help them understand the various opportunities that technology has to offer. Today, we have a session on getting your UIX journey started. So we have an amazing speaker, Srina Yadav. She is a UI/UX designer at Trell, ex-UI/UX designer at Sleepy Owl Coffee and Encompass Business Solution Inc. She has an experience of more than 4 years in UI/UX designing. She is also a visual designer and organizer at GDG Raipur. Hello and welcome, Serena. If I missed something in your introduction, please go ahead by adding it.
Uh, hi everyone. So I'll just introduce myself here. Already Amit has given the introduction. So hi, I'm Srina Yadav, and I'm an engineer turned self-taught UI UX designer. So basically, I worked with a lot of startups, like as Amit said, Trell, Sleepy Owl, and Keka, and so on. So yeah, and I worked a lot of freelancer work also I did in like my previous journey. So yeah, that's about me, and I guess we can start from here.
Yeah, so let's start with the session. Over to you, Serena.
Okay. So can we present? Yeah. Okay. So, like today for today's session, it's more about the how you can getting started with your first UI UX journey. So for that, like so today we'll see in majorly what we'll see in this whole session. If you uh, you can guys see the slides, right? Is it visible? Okay. So, we all know, like the first and the foremost buzzword we all designers or the non-designers heard this like recent times is the UI user interface design and the UX user experience design. So they are usually placed together in terms of like in single terms basically, like if you see normally UI slash UX design, and viewed from the surface they seems to be like describing the same thing actually. So because of that there is a lot of misunderstanding behind this, like what is UI or what is UX, or is it like same thing. So there is a lot of misunderstanding going on. So today in our session, we'll discuss exactly what UX design is and what exactly the UI design is, and also what UI and UX designer do. Okay. So the next is we'll see like what is the UX or user experience design. Okay. So we'll start by defining UX, which stands for user experience basically. You guys like see whenever like let's suppose we'll take one example ki we want to turn on the light of a room. Okay, so we'll just switch on the light. So that time you interact with light switch. Okay, so that time the design of that switch, including the color, the material, and the physical appearance, may impact how you feel about the interaction. So that's the UX, that's the user experience, how the user experience about the interactions, right? So if you see this image on the right hand side, you will see the bowl as an example of like whole experience of eating a bowl of breakfast cereal. Okay, so this is what exactly user wanted to do, like they want to experience the whole like eating of that breakfast, right? So in starting we have all the products like spoon, all the cereals, a bowl, and all those things. And at the end, what we are giving to the user is the whole experience of eating and taking that breakfast. Okay, so all this size of the bowl and all how much stuff is come into all this bowl, this comes under the user experience. Similarly, in the digital design world, UX refers to everything जो affect करता है user interaction को with a digital product. When people use a product, they usually evaluate their experience in some categories. For example, that product, उसकी कितनी value है, like that does this product give me a value? Or second is the function of that product. Is that function is the product is proper functionable? And third is the usability of that product. Is it easy to use or not? And the fourth one is general impression, like is it pleasant to use or not? Okay, so this is what the user experience. If you can see in simple terms, we can understand UX design is the process of creating product that are practical and usable. So like if you are able to see here, I mentioned the 6 key points of any product which is like which is good in the user experience, what we call the good UX. So this is the पॉइंट्स जो कि लाइक होने चाहिए उस किसी भी प्रोडक्ट में जो फुलफिल करने चाहिए. Its first one is usable. The product needs to be simple, easy to use, and familiar to the user. Okay. The second is usefulness of the product. वो प्रोडक्ट आपकी नीड फुलफिल कर पा रहा है या नहीं. सो देन ओनली दैट प्रोडक्ट इज लाइक उसका कोई मतलब होगा. देन थर्ड इज डिज़ायरेबल. द विजुअल एस्थेटिक ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट, मतलब वो आपको कितना पॉजिटिव इमोशंस दे रहा है, कितना अट्रैक्ट कर रहा है अपने अपने साइड. दैट्स द डिज़ायरेबल ऑफ द एनी प्रोडक्ट. Fourth one is findable. If the user has a problem with a product, they can मतलब they can quickly find a solution or not. उस product से उन्हें solution मिल पा रहा है या नहीं. And fifth is accessible. The product or service needs to be accessible to everyone, including the disabilities. जिसे कोई लाइक आई साइट्स की प्रॉब्लम है या कोई और भी चीज़ है, लाइक एजेड पीपल अगर दे आर यूजिंग योर प्रोडक्ट, सो देन ऑल्सो दे हैव टू लाइक इज इट ईजी टू एक्सेसिबल फॉर देम ऑल्सो, not just for like the people who are like healthy and in every perspective they are good. So the sixth is the credible. The company and the product needs to be trustworthy, then only the people might use their product. Okay, so this is what exactly the UX design or the user experience design. And now let's see what the UX designer do exactly. So, as a user experience designer, they are responsible for the over users' overall satisfaction with the product. Okay, so in that journey, उन्हें कौन-कौन से paths like कौन-कौन से steps follow करना पड़ते हैं for their making the product satisfactory and usable. So there is like all these things, like they have to do competitor analysis, they have to do customer analysis and the research part, they have to do customer product structure and strategy, they needs to do content development, prototyping and wireframing, testing and iterations, coordination with UI designers, coordination with developers, analysis and iterations in every time. So UX designer work is will never end. Like अगर प्रोडक्ट कोई रिलीज भी हो जाता है, देन ऑल्सो दिस इज अ साइकिल ऑफ एनी प्रोजेक्ट. अगर वो मार्केट में रिलीज भी हो गया है, देन ऑल्सो यूजर्स के साइड से हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ फीडबैक्स आते ही रहेंगे, एंड दे हैव टू लाइक always they have to iterate and analyze करना पड़ेगा, and they have to like change a bit every time. So this is like something which is like every time changes according to the feedbacks of the user. So this is what we call like user UX designer work never ends. It's like is in cycle form. So let's jump into what UI design is. Okay, so what UI is, or user interface design. So UI design is all about the look and feel of the presentation and interactivity. It deals more about the aesthetics, less about the functionality part of the product, but more about the aesthetics. Okay, so it's about designing the screen of your mobile or maybe app or website dashboard and all sort of things. Okay, in short, UI is all that we see on a particular screen, including all the icons, images, fonts, colors, animations, effects, all those things. Like you can see on this the right side also, uh, the interactions, the colors, the fonts, and how the animations is coming. So all these are comes under the UI part. Let's see what the UI designers do. So I'll tell you with one example. Let's suppose कि एक UX designer है, they give the skeleton of something, of any screen, or like they just suppose the UX designer is gonna pass off the skeleton and the UI designer is gonna put on the skin, okay, to that skeleton. So understand in that way. And so UI designer have these two main uh, things in their like they have to handle. The first one is the look and the feel of the whole UI, and the second is the responsiveness and interactivity of the whole uh, design. Okay, so in looks and feel, what comes in that area is customer analysis, design research, branding and graphics development, user guides and storylines. So these all comes under the looks and feel of the any user interface design. And in the responsiveness and interactivity, in this area, the UI prototyping, interactive animations, and adaptations of all the device screen. Like we have a lot of device right now, like tablets, mobile screens, desktop sizes. So every screen of the device should be like maintained, responsiveness of the design basically, and implementation with the developers. Okay, so all these are like individually they these all are like very deep parts of any like UI part. So similarly with the UX also, so सब में ये सारी जितने parts हैं, you can go deeper into that and learn more about कि इस particular steps में how they do the work. Okay, and so this is all about the UI and UX. I guess you guys like understand the difference between the UI and the UX, and which is totally different. We sometimes say this is the UI, like UI UX designer are the same, but UI designers have different work and UX designers are different work. You can say UI comes under UX because UX is somewhere you like UX designer handles the UI part also. So these are the different things and comes under one umbrella, you can say. So for moving ahead, I think we'll see the Figma. I guess we'll look into the Figma tool basically. I'll try to give you the step-by-step instruction, like how you can like get started into the design interface. So I'll give you the brief introduction about the Figma tool. It's it's one of the best tool these days. It's like it's easy to prototype. It's easy to like easy for the UI interfaces and UI and UX designers. So the first and the foremost first important part of this Figma is it's free for the individuals, right? You can just it's a web-based, browser-based tool, so you can just log in and sign up, and you can start using it. And it's a collaborative tool. It's very fast and it works almost all on computer. And from the Figma, we get one their mobile companion app also, which is called the Figma Mirror. So you can like preview your mobile screens designs on your phone. So I would say the best way for you to get start is like copy other designs, right? Copy other designs is like if I tell you like just copy the other designs, you'll think like then how will like learn all these things, right? So in I would not suggest in starting, like because you guys have very beginner at a very beginner stage, you don't know about a lot of design principles and things like that. So I feel like you can start with these other designs like which is already made, and there is a template in like full of resources in the Figma. So you can start with that, and you get like if you guys stuck on something, you can actually see how this person who created this file achieve that effect or the particular things inside the Figma. So I think this is totally fine with the beginners, because you are not going to sell it, right? You are not going to like say this is my design, because you like you are you're going to just practice for yourself. You are like making yourself uh, getting started into this, and like while doing this, while practicing while copy the design and doing practice with that particular designs, it helps you a lot. Because kuch time baad when you practice a lot with seeing all those designs, you can like literally make your own design. You can recreate everything by your own by just looking the screens of from any app. So this is the best way which I also followed to copy the designs and just recreate those designs. Okay, so I will like I'll go. I'll try to like explain how you can do that. So let's jump into the Figma, uh, Figma.com. One second, I'll just share. Okay, so okay, so if you guys can see my screen, this is how it looks when you log in into your Figma account. You can just simply sign up. Okay, you can just simply sign up from the Google, and you will see this page. So I'll tell you briefly what it is. So here you can see here in this part, this is the whole part where you see your all drafts and the recent files that you have worked on. Okay, and in drafts you can see like from where if you have some files like uh, taken from other people's and resources, then it will come on the draft. And yeah, so main things are this new design file and new Figma figjam file and import file. So when you start with any new design, you can just click and you can just like design and prototype. This is a blank file you'll get from Figma. And जो ये FigJam file है, this is what we used to use it for the diagrams and the whiteboards, like mostly while you're collaborating with your other teammates. That time you can use, or like if you want to make a mood boards and all those stuff, so you can use the FigJam file. It's very easy to use. And this import file, if you have already some Figma files with you or sketch file with you, or images, you can just import here. So like I will show for this session, we'll try to like copy one design. So I already take out one delivery app, okay, that we are going to make today. This is what we are going to like recreate the screens. So if you want to like these kind of UI templates for you to practice, I will tell you one resource, like one site. There is like you can type www.figmaresource.com, okay, and you will get this. You click this and this link, and you'll get a lot of free templates, which from where you can like just click and like I'll click this, and you can download it, or it will open in your Figma account, okay. So this is the one way, and another one way is also there. You can go to this community thing, okay, in the left side. You go to the community, and there is lot of like designers and lot of other peoples. They have put a lot of things over here, like plugins, widgets, design systems, and like you can literally understand what all those things and exploring the community. This is the best thing in the Figma, which you can like explore and learn from here. So here like it's there is given UI kits, okay. You can select any UI kits and like learn a lot of things from here, or like recreate it. And also you can search if you have any things on your mind, like you have to make some delivery app or something, some finance related app, or like some web based browser based designs. So you can just write it down here, like we can make we are making delivery, so delivery food, we can write down here, and we'll get a lot of options, okay. So from here only I picked one, and I'll show it to you. So let's suppose I'll pick this, okay. And here you can see this duplicate button, okay. So this is the like the main file which is created by this designer. So you can duplicate this particular file, and this when you click this duplicate, it will automatically make a copy on your Figma account, okay. So similarly I made this one, this delivery app UI kit. So I duplicate from there, and it opens in my Figma page, and it you can like easily do whatever you want. Like you can make anything, you can change anything, because this is not the original one, it's a copy, okay. So let's do one thing. We'll make this screen first. This is one splash screen, okay. So now what we have to do is we have to first select the screen. This how we'll get this frame, okay. We have to think about that. So for selecting this frame, we can choose this tool, frame tool. If you can see here on the left side, you can press F also in your keyboard. So when you click F, or this when you click this frame tool, so you'll get these lot of frames for phones, for tablets, desktop, social media, and so on, okay. So let's see, like you can create also from just dragging on your like pad, iPad. So like I created this frame, but it's not the similar size and the width and the height. So I what I do is I'll check what's this size, right? It's when you'll see यहाँ पे जो frame वाला box है, in you go to the drop down and you'll see this is the iPhone 11 Pro Max, ठीक है, 414 cross 896. So what you can do, you just again press F and go to this uh, iPhone 11 Pro Max what we have saw previously, and you'll get the exact screen size. Okay, so now what we'll do, um, like you see you're seeing this purple background on backside of this particular card. So there is two option, like first is you can just fill the color of white instead of instead of white you can just put this color purple. So or other thing is like you can just create one rectangle top of this. So for creating a rectangle you can click this also, and the shortcut is R. So you have to just drag and make one rectangle. Now you can this is the this is the default color which comes whenever you select any shape. You can change the color from dragging this small circle, or you can just use the picker color. And for now we are not going to like make this these all complicated designs. We just make simple one. Okay, so I selected this color, and this color came. Now we have to create this sort of card. Okay, for same we'll select the R and drag, make one. We'll try to make a similar kind of card. Okay, and the best thing in Figma, you will automatic get the grids. Okay, so you don't have to like think about is it in center or not. It always shows the grid. Now here what you can see is you have to like if you see here there is a corner radius, right? So we need to create the corner radius here as well. So in the right side if you see, this is the corner radius you can give. Okay, let's suppose I'm giving the corner radius is 32 for now. And this is what you can like independent corners, it is written here, like you can change all the sides of the corner. Like here right now it's coming the edges, right? We can change it from here. Let's do it, will change this. So now this you can see this, there is only the top corner radius, right? So now we'll have to change this color, and we'll change from like just selecting the same color from here. Okay, now we have to create this small circle. And for this what we're doing, in this shape tool only, in the drop down you'll get the ellipse tool. Okay, or this shortcut is O also. You can press O in your keyboard and you'll get this. So for creating the exact like same like a circular thing, you have to like hold the shift on your keyboard and then drag it. Okay, so and at the same time we have to see what the circle size, it's 104. We are also having 104. Okay, and also the check, or always check what's the space between this card and this circle, right? So for checking that thing, what you can do is just select this circle, and you have to see कि यहाँ से और इस कार्ड के बीच में कितना डिस्टेंस है. So just press alt key, and you can see the alignments of all the spaces between the circle and the card, right? So this is 64 from the top. Let's do here also, adjust this. We'll, okay, we'll get the circle in 64. pixels of distance, and this is the already fixed, right? We'll change the color. It's exact white. Okay. Now if you see this icon, right, we have a lot of icons in Figma also, like as we see the resources of the templates, we'll also get free Figma icons also. Like I'll show you, like if you write, you'll get free Figma icons also. See this it's in the community, or you can like download it from, and then also you can just copy and paste it on your file. So for now I'll show you, like there is in community also, you'll get these icons. Like if you go in the community and go to the plugins, okay, and just write down the icons, search for icon, and you'll see there is a lot of icon plugins already in the community, and you just have to do is one click of install, and it like as you click install button, it's show you installed, and you can just see in your file there is, if you click on the right, like just click right, and you see the plugin thing, okay, and here all the plugins you have installed in your from your community, you'll get all the plugins here. So for now, like I installed this feather icons, okay, so we'll take some icons from here. See these all icons are coming. So for this, let's just take this one, okay, and this is very small. Let's see what's the size of this icon. This is 40. We can make this 40. Like if you see on the right side, here is this one thing which is constraint proportion. Like if you click this thing, it will change the icon in the same proportion, okay, like if you drag this thing, it will go in the similar size in the square shape, okay. So now you can just add it here, and yeah, so if you can see also this, the by just pressing the alt, this all is like it's centered aligned, right? Now, or if you want to like if you see this icon doesn't work, if you want to like use this the similar icon, so you, what you can do is just double click here, control C, and control V. You can copy this icon also, okay. Now let's come into this text part. For text, there is a text tool we have. So we just click here and add the text. So we'll see first what this text font is. Here they use the SF Pro display and bold and 34 size. So we'll make this here. If you want to change the color, it's similar to this. You can just pick the drop icon tool and you can change it. Okay. So right now it's coming in the one line. What you can do is just click this text part, and you see this cursor of two arrows. Just drag a little bit inside, and you can see this comes under the same exact way uh, in our other screen. So now we'll check what's the space between the first one and the text. This is 24. We have to move little bit up, 24, and the side is perfect. Now we have to put this text again. We'll do the same thing. Okay, just write anything here, and what you can do is just copy this thing. Okay, just copy the whole sentence, control C, and here you can paste it. So the best part in Figma is it copies the whole style. You don't need to like again change the thing. You can just copy the style. So just always check the alignments, what it is. So here we are just copying this other screen. That's why we are doing this thing. When you started making with your own thinking or own style, you can just decide by yourself how much you have to leave the space in particular thing. Okay, so there is not a hard and fast rule that you have to leave this much space, or that you can decide yourself. Here let's see one more thing. This is the 79 height, so that जो नीचे का है वो प्रॉपर आ जाए. So we'll check. I think this size is bigger. This is 34. This is 34. This is 25. Now we have to create the Cta button. So for this same we have to like make one rectangle. We just create one rectangle. We have to just check what's the size and the height, width and height of this button. This is 374 and 56. We can type here 374 and 56. Okay, and just center align the this button. And this there is a roundness of in this button. You can just check here what's the roundness is. Corner radius is, this is 8. Just make it 8. And yeah, you can just pick the same color, right? And you have to like add this order now text here. Similarly here also you have to add this. How you can like copy this thing, just click this order now or any text. You have to just hold the alt uh, key and just drag it down. It will make a copy. Okay, so if you want to change the color, again same thing, just go with the color dropper tool and it will change the color. Just change the text and only check if this is a center line or not. Okay, So this is how it works, and here also you can change the image of that background. Like if you want to add instead of this color you have to add any image on the back side, what you can do, you can copy paste some image also. So for that I'll tell you one resource. I guess everybody knows that this Unsplash thing. So we'll take one. We don't need to like download any image also in Figma. We can just copy the image and we can paste it here. Just you have to like select this particular frame where you have to paste this image, and just click right and paste here. Okay, your image will come automatically, and you can adjust while increasing the frame, which whatever feels you right. Okay, so yeah, this is how it will work. So this is how you can easily make a lot of screens. Like here also there is a lot of screens you can easily like. I'm just telling you how to get start, how to like get the initial of of these things. कैसे आप लोग इसको properly same exact width exact spacing के through अगर आप practice करोगे तो this will goes like, and like at the end you'll get the very proper result, and you get lot of understandings कि कितना spacing होना चाहिए, कितना कितने कैसे letters होने चाहिए, कैसे colors होने चाहिए. You'll get lot of understandings while this only just copying other designs. So at starting at the beginner stage, do lot of practice of like just copying the designs, and after 1 or 2 months you'll feel like you can make any designs of any screen just while seeing any screens over the Instagram or any design like dribble. You can automatically make all those things because get you'll get how to make how this will work. Okay, so I'll just tell you one brief thing here. Here you in the left side, if you see here, this all the layers part which we are right now, and this asset thing is where you can see all the components of this particular screens. Okay, like the icons, the images, and all those things. So you can just you can also like just drag from here and paste it here, right? So all these assets is very useful. You can make your own library here. Okay, so library means like you can make the color library or the typography library here, and you can or like you can just use it from there. Then the other thing is I want to like to share the prototyping thing. So when you go to the this when you switch this from design to prototype, what you see, you'll get this one node. Okay, I'll show you one thing here. Like let's suppose we'll do this simple prototyping in these two screens, vegetables and items. Okay. Okay, let's do with the categories and vegetables. So just select this particular thing. Like I'll show at the last like what the prototype looks like. So when you select the vegetable, you'll come to this page. Okay, you have to make this prototype. So what you will do is just click on this vegetable, and you'll get this one node of plus icon. You have to like just drag and connect with this screen. Okay, and automatically you'll get this interaction details where you can on like there is one thing, you just open this thing which is called on tap on drag. Like this is the things कि आप लोग क्या क्लिक करने से खुलना चाहिए या hover करने से खुलना चाहिए. So this is all the interactions thing. So you can like you can yourself decide कि कौन से interaction से like कौन से click से क्या खुलना चाहिए. So for now what we can do, on tap. Okay, this like when we tap this vegetable thing, we want the screen will open. And there is one the very best thing about this is the animation we can add on. This is what the mostly we use the smart animate thing, so you can see the animation without any lap of the time. Okay, so I'll select the smart animate here, and I'll select the ease in and out for the flow of this animation. And you can change the timings in microseconds. Okay, now uh, what we can do is from this thing we want, from this selecting this, like clicking this thing, we want to see this detail of this particular vegetable. So from here we'll connect this with the screen, and again on the same thing on tap we want to see the whole description. Okay, so now this is the simple interact prototype we did. What we can do is like we want to see how it looks, like how it will work, right? So just go on the top, this is the play button where you can see your screen, and like just tap and see what happens. Okay, so let's go there. Okay, now you can see this whole UI of this particular category screen, right? So we did the prototype for this particular vegetable, right? So we'll click here and you can see the animation, right? uh, if you want to see it again, i'll I just tap it here and it came like this, and again I tap here and it will come like this. So you can see the whole description of this particular vegetable. So this is what the simple prototype looks like. You can show it to your whenever you want to show to any of your friends or designers, you can show this prototype very easily while doing this thing. सो जितना ज़्यादा आप लोग यहाँ पे एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हो इन प्रोटोटाइपिंग इन डिज़ाइन, every time whenever you practice do these things, do lot of same designs, copy same designs and do lot of interactions and prototypings, because there is a lot of exploration here. You can just tap and see lot of different things. Like here when I select when I select here, when I select here, you can see in the interaction details there is a lot of different kind of interaction is there. Okay, so you can just like play with these things, like how this will work, right? So yeah, this is the best way you can learn and getting started with the Figma tool. And let me know if you guys want to have any questions. Again, I will like try to answer all of those questions. And yeah, from my side this is it.
Yep, that was the amazing session, Srina. Uh, Folks, if you have any doubt, you can ask in the chats. There was one question. Uh, can't we use grid and adjust margin to left and right rather than copying the exact width? And if yes, can you explain about grid if possible?
Yeah, sure. So I didn't explain it much about the grid because there is a lot of beginners over here, but I will tell you how it will work. I'll just share my screen once again. My screen is visible, right? Okay. So, the thing you asked about the grid thing, right? Like when you go again on the design part, you can like add the grid here from the layout grid section, and there is a different kind of grid is available. Like this is the like there is a term like 8 point grid. Okay, so this is the best way if you want to use the grid, and this is the like I would suggest if you start grid thing from starting, that's the best way to learn and like make your design perfect. And there is a three types of grid systems, so columns and rows also. So I would mostly prefer this column thing. So for mobile there is like four column. Normally we use the four column grid system, and like same way you can just adjust all these things. So you can just centrally align it and increase the width. Okay, so normally what we do is like uh, just make the gutter size is 24. Gutter size is the column, two columns between जो space है वो होता है, and the width is the column width. Okay, so this is how you can like put the grid, and you don't have to like think about most of the things. Then you can just make your design in all the devices responsive. Okay, so this is the one way you can use, and similarly you can uh, like learn about more about the theory of this grid system, and it is like deeper. You can learn and like just try on your designs. That's the best way to understand all these grid systems and how you can use in your screens. So for mobile there is different grid system. For desktop or web based thing there is different grid systems. So grid systems जो का जो सबसे बेस्ट इम्पोर्टेंस ये है कि व्हेन यू गिव टू द डेवलपर्स और समवन, उनको भी बहुत इजी होता है टू लाइक मेक द डिज़ाइंस exact same the way you want. So yeah, that's why we use the grids. And of course like you don't have to like always just copy the from the other how much spacing and all. Always just try to use the grid, and according to that try to use the 8 point grid system always. That will make your design much better.
Uh, There's one more question. Should we learn and master Figma or go to Adobe also?
I didn't understand it properly. Can you elaborate what you want to ask? Like are you asking like मतलब फिग्मा ही ज़रूरी है या we can go to the Adobe also? Is that your question?
I think that's the only question he wants to ask.
Okay, so It depends on you. So, like both these tools are very like easy and simple. If you like जब Figma नहीं आया था, like I used to start with Adobe XD only. So all the tools and everything is almost similar. There is no lot of difference there. But yeah, if you ask me now what's the best tool to use, I would suggest Figma, because there is lot of things you can explore, and there is like every time, every day they are like doing different things, and there is like lot of community also from where you can learn. But it's totally depends on you. Like you can choose either. If you are comfortable using Adobe XD or Adobe Suite tools softwares, you can like no problem using that thing. So, can we get? Okay, one second. I missed the other one. Should we just stick to Figma or go to Adobe also?
I
Yeah,
think
totally.
this
Yeah,
was the continuation of last question.
yeah. Totally depends on you. You can like take on that कि Figma use करना है या Adobe, and it this is just a tool. It's not about like ये use नहीं किया तो कोई कुछ मतलब इसको ही use करना mandatory है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. It's just a tool. You can like you have the knowledge of how to make it, and then you can use any tool. Okay, can we get an internship just on basis of Figma? Uh, as I said, it's a tool. It's not about like you should know the skills of the particular designation you want to apply. Like if you want to apply as a UI designer, you should know the tools, obviously, but you should also know the basics of that particular uh, that field, right? Like you, if you are applying for a UI designer, you should know all the basics of the colors theory and typography, hierarchy, and all those sort of things. So just learning the tool is not the whole thing. This is a part of the this particular field, not the whole thing to get the internship.
I think there are no more questions, so we can end this thing. Thank you, folks, for joining and tuning in for the session. See you soon.
Okay, thank you so much. I hope I like answer all the questions, and if you guys have any other doubts, you can like always connect to me, and I'll try to help you out.
Yes, please drop the social handles
Okay,
on the
sure.
chats.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.